Pretty much, I'm being told
If
he
that
was not
tells you
even he was not
anything.
even good enough to be an editor. He was the assistant editor,
Sorry. Actually, two of those. It's apprentice editor.
apprentice editor. Yeah, this.
What do you think's
that's insane.
higher, assistant editor or
Or
apprentice editor?
Is there a difference? I feel like that's just like corporate speak.
Let's find out.
That's like PR for a new name just for an assistant.
An apprentice editor is often an entry-level union-based role based on or focused on foundational technical skills, hands-on learning from senior editors, while an assistant editor functions more like a junior editor, managing tasks, potentially acquiring their own books. So two of those, he's apprentice editor, which
is the
feel
lowest.
Which feel more like,
You don't
hey,
know what
my
to
dad
do.
said I could come and shadow you.
Yeah. That is insane. This makes the quote so much worse.
When he says my son's an
My
editor,
son's an editor. Yeah, no, you got your son
a couple editing
like
gigs.
no-show jobs where he just got to watch other people do work, and he probably learned nothing and watched Lawrence of Arabia on his phone.
Hello, and welcome to the Midnight Matinee Project, a podcast for people who love movies, and love movies specifically to watch in theaters. Long live.
The theatrical release.
That's right. And we know that every even major streaming company agrees with us.
Every single one.
Long live the theatrical
Long
release.
live the theatrical release actually is in big, bold red letters at Netflix.
Yeah, this is specifically we're a pro Ted Sarantos
Yeah.
podcast.
Saren dipshit, Saren dickhead, whatever you want to call him.
No, we hate Netflix. It's a
I
sad
think
week.
My favorite quote to come out of all of this is to prove his incompetence and out of touchness, and also how horribly he truly views the cinematic experience. Did you see what he said about his son?
I did.
Oh man, I want to see something that his son has edited because it sounds like it's gonna be horrible. Seeing Lawrence of Arabia on your iPhone reminds me of a great. There's a video of an interview from David Lynch, and he's asked about watching a movie on your iPhone or on your phone in general, and he pretty much says, if you watch a movie on your phone, you didn't experience shit, and you might have watched it, but you didn't experience it, you didn't feel any of it. It applies also to airplanes, not taking shots at anybody. And
Airplane, the new Delta screens are a step above iPhone.
I agree, but
they're a little bit bigger, and I think it's still very immersive. But that's just me.
You know what? Yeah, to each his own. But yes, I think the big red N brand, not a good brand, trying to ruin a whole lot of stuff, but we won't let it happen.
Yeah, and we'll talk more probably about Netflix in this podcast today. But again, welcome into the Midnight Matinee Project. I am one of your hosts, Hunter, and I love movies.
Yes.
And who are you?
I'm Hunter, and I like to party.
No, I said I like. You can't use it.
I'm Isaac. I also like to watch movies in the movie theater.
You can't use what I use. You got to use something different. I'm glad you picked that. Hey, I'm glad you picked that up.
Thank you.
But we love movies. We have this podcast that we'll release weekly just to talk about the movies that are coming out this week, hopefully to inspire you to go see them in the theaters before they're on DVD, before they hit streaming. Go see them in theaters because that is the way that the people who made the movie intended them to be seen.
Yes.
And so why would you disagree with them? Do you think you're smarter than them? You're not.
You're not.
You think you're smarter than Christopher Nolan?
Nope.
You're not. You think you're smarter than Stanley Kubrick?
Nope.
No. You think you're smarter than Ted Sarandos? You
Yeah,
are.
you are.
Because you're listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
Obviously, big news from this past week. Netflix is buying Warner Brothers. Isaac, how do you feel about it?
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
It's some of the worst news I've received all year.
Because you've been a vocal Netflix supporter, Netflix protester all year.
I've hated Netflix for a long time. I just think they just produce some of the lowest quality content I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
they
like
do
Frankenstein.
they do have some good stuff, but I think that's more luck of when you cast as wide of a net as they do, and you don't care about quality. I think sometimes they just run into a creator that cares, like the Duffer Brothers, like Guillermo del Toro, and they just get lucky that they get something high quality, but they're not actually shooting for the high quality. I think I'll put it this way. There are many things you can say about the potential merger. It's not official. Hopefully it gets blocked. The thing I'm most worried about, I think the theatrical experience will live on as long as we support it. It won't go away. What worries me the most is Warner Brothers is one of the most historical studios in the world. They own the IP to some of the greatest historical movies ever created.
Yes.
They currently have the entire Criterion Collection at their disposal.
Yeah.
This is now all going to be owned by a company that genuinely has come out and said, we don't want you watching that, because they don't want to show the sharp contrast of things that they produce compared against greats like everything in the Criterion Collection and everything that Warner Brothers owns. And I think I see a potential burying of great classic movies, because in comparison to the Netflix library, it's going to show how bad it is.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm very worried for all of the classic old movies that we love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, physical media is going to continue it's going to continue to dwindle.
Yes, for sure.
So buy your DVDs now.
Yeah. So you talked about Netflix not having a lot of great movies that they've made. Wanted to shout out some of the
they
movies.
do have some great
They've
movies.
They for sure have some.
And I'm not saying that if you've worked with Netflix, you've made something bad. That's not true. They have some great things, but they have a lot of terrible things.
I'm gonna shout out some movies.
Yeah.
And I want you to tell me if you've seen it and if you thought it was good.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore 2.
Did not.
Heard it was funny.
Heard it was funny.
Not good, but funny.
Yeah, I heard it was bad but funny. I honestly, it's on my list. It's not high on my list. Well, I'm sure I'll see it at some point.
House of Dynamite.
I did not see it.
I did. Not good.
Yeah, I also.
It was like a quarter of a movie.
Yeah, some of these movies
played 4 times.
I have on my list, and then as soon as it comes out, because it's not in a movie theater, I'm not going to see it right away. Mm-hmm. And then I hear it's bad. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time when there's plenty of other good movies out.
Yeah. Red One.
No.
Bad. I did see it.
I'm not going to watch it because I know it's bad.
What else was it this past year? The Electric State.
No, but I've also heard is really bad. I think all these, like I had interest in at some point, and then I heard it was terrible.
Yes.
Frankenstein. Fantastic. Saw it in theaters.
Absolutely.
I've not seen it since and probably won't watch it again. Because
Wake Up Dead Man.
It is on my list.
Very good.
I probably will because,
But also, I feel like you can't really give Netflix credit for the goods, but you can give them fault for the bats.
Absolutely. That's what we like to do.
Did you see Carry On?
That's the remake of Red Eye.
Basically,
right?
it's just Red Eye.
No,
I'll say not bad. Yeah, pretty good.
I've seen Red Eye, and because I saw Red Eye, I was like, you know what? Carry On. I'm sure I'll see it at some point in my life, but not right now.
Yeah. So I think you're absolutely right. Netflix.
I'm pretty proud of myself for not having watched any of those movies.
Yeah, I'm glad you haven't. I've watched many of the ones I just mentioned. But yeah, Warner Brothers has. Even this year, Warner Brothers has had a phenomenal run of movies released in theaters.
Have pretty much, they own almost every single booming success in theaters. Like their year has been a tearaway.
Sinners, Weapons, One Battle After Another, Minecraft.
Yeah, and people forget we love the Minecraft movie because it's a movie like that allows Warner Brothers to invest in other movies that have higher risk.
And if
like One Battle After Another
just gets released straight to streaming, It
Almost
not only
nobody
does,
sees it.
Yeah, not only does it not do well, but it's just like it doesn't become this like
Cultural phenomenon.
yeah for kids,
Yeah.
which like they need
Yeah.
fun things, they need great things.
Yeah.
And whether or not as an adult you think Minecraft's a good movie is
Yeah.
kind of irrelevant. It made a really great moment in memory and experience. For
Yes,
kids.
I think the one thing there's a point being made a lot in my Twitter timeline, because my Twitter timeline has 99% hatred for this merger right now. Someone said a lot of the large media outlets, media companies right now, like Netflix, are putting a focus on getting rid of third spots in people's lives.
Yeah.
And everything that they do, their company goal is aimed at eliminating moments of connection between you and other people.
Yeah.
Specifically outside your immediate circle. And I think it is largely contributing to the loneliness epidemic for men and women. And continuing to lean into that and feed into that, especially with Warner Brothers, which has made amazing things and has amazing things on the horizon.
Yeah.
Is just worrisome to say the least.
Yeah, no, I agree. Genuine question, because I do ask a lot of questions to trap you. This is not that. This is a genuine question. I know, shocker, everybody.
Shocker.
New year, new me. Just kidding. It's still 2025. But just in that concept of like, hey, Netflix is trying to, get rid of connect. Because I mean, I obviously both believe, because obviously it should be obvious through this podcast, that going to the movies with other people, one of the best experiences you can have.
Absolutely.
Great shared experience. And obviously Netflix, when it comes to movies, is essentially trying to take that away. They want people to watch movies at home on Netflix. And that gets rid of that connection piece. Where do you see that in tandem with the TV show connection that exists between people, which does not happen to like watching, usually doesn't happen being watched together, usually happens on like a big show that is being released. And again, this hypothetically, if a show gets released weekly, if it's a big drop of all the episodes, different story. But obviously you think about, like right now, obviously one of biggest ones, Stranger Things, that I think is in like
3 different
groups
parts,
of
Thanksgiving,
episodes.
Christmas, and New Year's Eve.
But even like you think about when they first started Stranger Things, it was like, I mean, I haven't really gotten into Stranger Things. I know you're a big fan, and so big phenomenon. They now, with the acquisition of Warner Brothers, own some other pretty big TV IP. So obviously the entire Game of Thrones universe they now own. Which House of the Dragon season 3 comes out next year. The Night of the Seven Kingdoms comes out next year. I feel like there might be one more.
There's one in development, but I don't know if they've made it through.
I don't know yet either. But so obviously Game of Thrones, when that was coming out, massive deal.
Yeah, massive.
Harry Potter, new show coming out. And I imagine again will be more so on that weekly release schedule. That again will be like an opportunity for people to connect. So where do you see just like the movie piece of them getting rid of connection in tandem with this idea of when it comes to TV though, Netflix has shown that they can generate conversation through the at-home experience when it comes to TV.
I think that's more like water cooler talk and not actually a shared experience. I think when you release episodes weekly, what streaming platform changed the game and format with releasing all the episodes at the same time so you could binge it all and not have a shared experience? It was Netflix.
Again, the question is, assuming that they release weekly, which may change.
But I think that will change because Netflix has shown they never want to do that. They want to drop all episodes at the same time or multiple episodes at the same time. In batches. I think they only really do it in batches when it's as big as Stranger Things, so they could draw it out and make more money. I'd say hypothetically, if Netflix ever doesn't do that and releases it weekly, there is a communal aspect there. But I also think just with TV shows, it's very different because yes, people do watch parties. Most people don't. So I'd say most people watch it with their roommates who they already live with and are already gathering shared experiences with. And you're not really creating a space for you to have a connection with other people in a shared experience that you do not know or do not have in your immediate circle. So either way, like I think TV shows are different.
Do you watch with your roommate?
I do. Yeah. We recently binged all 4 episodes of the Stranger Things.
Again, not calling her your wife.
Yeah, roommate.
Your roommate.
Yeah. So I think there is some. I think most of the TV stuff, and also I care more about the movie releases than the TV releases. But TV's fun. Most of it, I feel like, is more like water cooler talk, which is not an actually shared experience. It's more, how do you create small talk with like a coworker or someone you are meeting?
Don't forget about Twitter.
And Twitter, yeah. Twitter, a very healthy space. I'm probably going to delete Twitter at some point because when stuff like this happens,
It's a good 2026 goal.
Yeah, it is all negativity filling my brain space, and it's not good for me.
It's so hard to leave, though.
It's so hard to leave.
Also, we mentioned earlier, so Ted Sarandos, who is the head of Netflix, he talked a lot about, obviously, this merger, but he's talked a lot about the theatrical experience. He believes it is outdated.
Mm-hmm.
I would disagree.
Would also disagree.
But he had this quote, talks about his son, that he said his son is an editor, and his son watched Lawrence of Arabia on his phone, which, if you're unfamiliar, Lawrence of Arabia is one of the greatest films of all time.
It's also known as like one of the greatest visual spectacles of all time.
Yes.
Limiting that to your phone makes me feel a lot of negative emotions towards him.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally. Could be a great person.
Well, let me tell you the things that he's edited.
Yes, please.
And I'll let you decide if he's he knows ball.
Does he know ball, and also does he have an editing job because his dad is the CEO of Netflix? So
this is Tony Sarandos, producer and editor. We're just gonna go with the editing credits.
Being a producer and being the son of the CEO of Netflix is the biggest, like, you are just spoon-fed life on an easy platter.
Yeah. And so specifically from his career from 2016 to now, so the last 9 years, he has exactly 7 credits, 4 of them being an assistant editor, the other 3 being a post-production assistant. Nightmare Alley.
Yep. Guillermo del Toro, Nightmare Alley. I very much enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, pretty good movie. Home Team. Do you know what movie that is?
I don't.
That's the Kevin James football movie.
Oh, when he's Sean Payton? That's really funny.
Hustle.
Oh, the Adam Sandler.
Which, like, not gonna lie, kind of rocked as a
Okay.
movie.
I never saw it, but okay.
Oh, you never saw it?
No.
Oh, you get to watch Anthony Edwards trash talk in the movie,
it's really
and it's great.
Yeah.
I remember being like a good fun movie. I enjoyed it. And then Happy Gilmore 2.
Okay. Yeah. So
assistant editor on those 4 films
pretty much
in the last 4 years.
every single film that his dad was the CEO of the company that was making it. So he probably
These are, I believe, all Netflix.
Yeah. So pretty much, I'm being told he was not even good enough to be an editor. He was the assistant editor.
Sorry. Actually, 2 of those, it's apprentice editor.
Apprentice editor. Yeah.
What do you think's higher? Assistant editor or apprentice editor?
Is there a difference? I feel like that's just like corporate speak.
Let's find out.
That's like PR for a new name just for an assistant.
An apprentice editor is often entry-level union-based role focused on foundational technical skills, hands-on learning from senior editors, while an assistant editor functions more like a junior editor, managing tasks, potentially acquiring their own books. So 2 of those, he's apprentice editor, which
is the lowest.
Which feel more like, hey, my dad
do.
said I could come and shadow you.
Yeah. That is insane. This makes the quote so much worse.
When he says, my son's an editor.
My son's an editor. Yeah, no, you got your son
a couple editing gigs.
no-show jobs where he just got to watch other people do work, and he probably learned nothing and watched Lawrence of Arabia on his phone.
Yeah.
I feel bad because this kid probably hasn't done anything wrong. He just happens to be the son of a terrible person. So, maybe this guy's is all right, but his dad sucks.
Wouldn't count on it. But either way, we won't stay. We won't spend this whole podcast lamenting.
Yes. Hey, you know what we should do?
Netflix. What?
We should talk about movies that are coming out in theaters.
Oh, that's a really. We should have a podcast.
We should have a podcast about that. This is just a Netflix hate podcast. But maybe we shift gears.
Or maybe if we actually shift gears to Netflix hate podcast, maybe we get more listeners.
We 100% would. Absolutely. But hey, to the 25 of you that we were top 10 podcasts for on Spotify, shout out to you.
Yeah, thank you. And to the 5 that were the number 1, thank you.
Thank you.
James Raven, I know, was one of them.
Tonin Hamilton Fossis, another one.
Wow, come on. I imagine Dylan Sutherland, so shout out you, Dylan.
Yes.
And you know who I know it wasn't? Ben Lewis.
Ben Lewis. Disappointing.
For you guys all here that do tune in every week, as you know, last week we talked about Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. And after the episode posted, Isaac and I were at dinner with our good friend Ben Lewis. And Ben went, guys, did you see that they combined Kill Bill into one movie and it's in theaters this weekend?
Oh, we did.
And we know.
He outed himself. Ben, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I do have another podcast idea that we could do. What if we could do it on this podcast? If we wanted to go back to the hey, we do the previews once a month and then have something else as the weekly.
Yeah.
We watch one Netflix movie a week and we talk about it.
Yeah, I honestly, but we hate on it.
If it deserves it. I want to be fair to it.
That's fair. I think that's good. The only problem is I've spent years actively avoiding direct to streaming movies.
Yeah.
And I don't want their viewership to go up by 1. There's I think I
Do you have a Netflix account?
I do not. Producer Annie, wife Annie, roommate Annie. She does have her parents have one.
Yeah.
And they added a household, so we do
but
have
But you guys don't pay for one.
No, she said I think it's $10 or something like that to have an additional.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I told Annie when we got married, this is also before any of this happened 2 years ago. I told her we're never paying for Netflix. I did not win that.
Yeah, you lost that battle.
I lost that battle. You lose that battle 9 times.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I lost that battle. We do currently. I just try to
You're the line.
rationalize it.
Netflix is the tuna.
Yeah. I try to rationalize it as that $10 is coming out of her paycheck, not my paycheck. Even though it's coming out of the same paycheck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it breaks my heart that we do have Netflix in our house. But I unfortunately do.
Well, I know you don't want to raise their viewership numbers, but could be a fun thing over the next year as a lot of things probably just get finalized and worked on through that transition to be hey, we watched this Netflix movie and here's why if it's deserved, why it sucks.
Yeah, that's true. If it's deserved. I'm never going to hate on a movie if I like it.
To be fair, yeah. Or if we do like it, we talk about how bad it is that it didn't go to theaters.
There we go.
There it is. Come on.
There we go.
So tune in 2026. But we're still in 2025. We are going to talk. We've got just a couple movies we want to talk about that are coming out this week. There's not a ton coming out in December, but there are in terms of quantity, but the quality
is very high.
We got some good movies coming out. So we got 3 we're going to talk about today. One is a re-release. 2 are brand new releases in theaters. So first is a re-release of The Shining.
First ever showing in IMAX.
Which is a phenomenal way to watch a movie. I'm talking to you, Jess. We'll talk about Resurrection.
Yep.
Which I know you're really excited about. And then we'll talk about a movie called Ella McKay. It's also coming out this weekend, December 12th. This weekend. So we'll talk about these 3 movies. We'll give a quick overview of hey, what is the movie about? Who made it? We'll touch on some reviews of these movies to give you guys a good idea of what people who have seen it are saying about it. But go see a movie. There's also plenty of movies that have come out the last several weeks that are still in theaters. Go see them. Oh man, I really want to do what this podcast is.
Yeah.
But also, man, I want to talk about the last movie I saw in theaters.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Wicked. Yeah. That.
Wicked bad.
Oh, are you from Boston?
No.
I stopped saying Wicked years ago.
I've been once.
But yeah, you've been once.
Barely.
Tell me about. We can do 30 seconds each. Last movie we saw in theaters. You
what
go
we thought.
first.
Okay, great. I should go first here. I saw Wicked for good in theaters. And one of the reviews we read in our podcast was it should have been called, or the first one should have been called Wicked for Good because it should have ended there. And I agree. It should have stopped after the first movie. I cannot believe that this was made into a Broadway musical a long time ago and that it sustained for so long. It is one of the worst stories I've ever seen. Legitimately.
Yeah.
I've read better like Harry Potter fan fiction. And I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
One that I've read Harry Potter fan fiction, or that it's better.
Yeah.
But the writing was so bad, it felt like just poorly written fan fiction, which is what it is.
Yeah.
Also, do you know? So also we talked Wicked fan fiction, like prequel to Wizard of Oz that got made into Broadway musical. Wizard of Oz movie based on a book.
Yeah.
Do you know how many sequels the Wizard of Oz book has?
Isn't there 7?
There's 40.
What? 40?
And they decided to go with a fan fiction prequel?
That's insane. Did
40.
not know that. Okay. Did not know that. It's a lot.
And this is what they came up with.
Yeah.
Just everything from like when it comes to the magic itself. I was on another podcast actually last week talking about the magic itself and how it's not consistent, it doesn't make any sense. It's like the writing there is not good, but then also just like and part of it's the nature of trying to write a prequel.
Yeah.
Is you are pigeonholed into like this is where it has to end up.
Yeah.
Because you know like what happened, so you have to like figure out a way to get there. But they found the most lazy. Like I'll be honest, the Tin Man and Scarecrow, the laziest ways to come up with how they came to be. Oh, he had a metal tray. Now he's a Tin Man. Oh, Jonathan Bailey Fierro ran into a cornfield. Now he's a scarecrow. Oh, and they tied him up. What if we turn him into a scarecrow now? It's like that. It just feels lazy.
Yeah.
And I was so mad, and I didn't like it. It was not good.
Fair.
And I think it takes away from the original Wizard of Oz the fact that Elphaba isn't dead.
Fair. I seem to have enjoyed it more than you, but I
was bad.
100%. Like the first one was
I think
better.
I got my lowest rating on Letterboxd for the year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's impressive. It's honestly, it's fun to see the lows and the highs. It is.
And I really enjoyed the first one, for the record.
Yeah. You're not just a hater.
Second one, bad.
You were hoping it was better.
Not good.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not even going to talk about the color grading.
Yeah, it is wild. Yeah. I'll say I enjoyed it a little more than you did, but what very warranted all of the critiques of it. The last movie I saw in theaters was Hamnet.
Similar reaction?
Could not be more opposite. Oh my goodness. Hamnet is so good.
Yeah.
Biggest takeaway, Jessie Buckley will win the Oscar for best actress in a leading role, I think is what it is, is what it's technically called. She is unbelievable in it. It is so good. I had high expectations. They exceeded them. A top 2 to 3 movie of the year for me so far, with a lot of space to go because we
said a top 2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Whoa!
It did beat out Marty Supreme marginally
for now. Until you see it
and
again.
then when it comes out again on Christmas, I'm gonna see Marty Supreme again, and then we'll see where it shakes out.
Yeah.
But my goodness, it was so good.
Come on.
Yeah.
I love to hear it. I am gonna try to see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, when this podcast drops, I'm gonna try to see it. Also, tune in at the end of the year. We're hoping to release a podcast. It's not going to preview movies, but we're actually just going to look back and reveal our top movie, each of our individual lists for top movies of the year. I don't know how many we'll do. Maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 30. I don't know.
We'll see.
We've both seen a lot of movies that have released this year.
And I think we're going to try to see if we can give certain movies awards for. It might not have been the best movie we saw, but it might be a very pigeonholed.
Even just like what was the best theatrical experience?
Theatrical experience, which is a very different question than what was the best movie.
Yeah.
So
one of my favorites was Jurassic World.
Yeah, they can be similar and the same, but they also could be different.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get into it.
Hey, are you guys ready?
Yeah. 4 hours later.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta go soon. All right. The Shining.
The Shining, IMAX, first time it's ever been formatted on IMAX.
Come on.
It's going to be amazing. One of Kubrick's best. I feel like everyone will have a very different opinion on which one is the best.
Yeah.
But one of the greatest horror movies ever made.
Yes.
It's going to be so much fun. If you've seen this, I've only seen this on a TV screen.
Yep.
And
Same.
absolutely loved it. Seeing this in IMAX is going to be insane.
And I've seen a bunch of clips on Twitter.
Of course. I mean, where else would you want to watch a movie?
So The Shining, if you're unfamiliar, directed by good old Stanley Kubrick. Again, one of the greatest directors of all time. If you're unfamiliar with Stanley Kubrick, what are some of his other works that they may know?
A Clockwork Orange, super weird and demented, but unbelievably good. Dr. Strangelove, or How I Stopped Worrying and
about the bomb.
Yeah, worrying. And Learn to Love the Bomb.
Yeah. Oh, I have that somewhere over here.
Yeah, it's a long title.
Yeah, that's one of these.
Yeah.
It's behind you? Where is it?
What? Do you have the Criterion version?
Yeah, Donde está?
Donde está la biblioteca?
I have it down there behind me.
We gotta have that front and center.
Yeah, you're right. So sorry. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
2001: A Space Odyssey. Barry Lyndon, one of the greatest cinematography. One of the greatest accomplishments with cinematography right there. Every single frame looks like a painting. So a lot of classic movies.
Yes.
2001: Space Odyssey, obviously considered one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yes.
For a lot of technical achievements. But yeah, very, very well known. I'd say a lot of people our age either have a lot of familiarity with them or no familiarity.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you're in either of those camps, this movie's going to be worth seeing. I think this movie, almost more than any of his movies, I think has the largest wide appeal. I think no matter who you are, you can appreciate something in The Shining.
Yeah.
Where I think A Clockwork Orange, I can completely understand how someone would hate that movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
2001: A Space Odyssey, I can completely understand if you don't appreciate the technical aspects of it. So I'd say this one has one of the widest appeals, at least for me, with his movies.
Yeah, absolutely. I am not really a fan of anything that's going to scare me.
Yeah.
And this movie rocks.
It rocks because it doesn't rely on jump scares or like traditional horror tropes. It relies on like creating an atmosphere in which Jack Nicholson goes insane, and the actions taken are more horrifying than a traditional
zombie jumping out at you.
Yeah.
And so, as you mentioned, this of course stars the great Jack Nicholson, who is worth. If he's in a movie, it's worth seeing.
100%.
Always, especially on a big screen.
Yeah, we've learned this year after One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, that one is right here.
Yeah, that we will never doubt Jack Nicholson. He's incredible.
He's the greatest actor of all time.
Wow.
Asterisk.
Yeah.
Subject to change. And so, quick kind of synopsis of the movie. We'll talk about some reviews. A family heads to an isolated hotel for the winter where a sinister presence influences the father into violence. At the same time, his sidekick son sees horrifying forebodings from both the past and the future. Wild movie.
Wild movie based on a Stephen King novel. Stephen King hated the representation of this movie for his story, but doesn't mean it's not good because it's fantastic.
Amen. I want to hit a couple of quick reviews on this movie. These all come from Letterboxd. I think, Isaac, you pulled these reviews today.
All come from Letterboxd.
I have not read them, so I'll give my reaction too when I read these out. And we don't have the Letterboxd users written down on these, so if it's yours, sorry. We'll start with a positive review. The Shining ran so modern art house horror could walk. Amen.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Does this not have any attribution because it's just your review?
I wish. Pretty sure this review has thousands of likes.
For sure. We'll give it a negative one. I don't know how negative it'll be because again, one of the greatest movies in history. This comes from a Letterboxd user. I'm going to be honest. I only gave this 4 stars last time because I knew if I didn't, half of my mutuals on here would be like, how dare you rate this horror masterpiece any less than 5 whole stars that you plucked from the sky yourself with an electronic star plucker that's, hold on, there's no commas in this number, so I don't know. That's what, 26,373,738 million miles long. Stanley Kubrick personally saved my dog's life 4 years ago and painted my spare room a lovely yellow when I was pregnant, so I didn't have to myself, and I could relax in the bath with a glass of white wine. And I'm all for you enjoying this to the very end of your heart's content, but for me, it just doesn't tick the boxes. So I'm going to be truthful and trust that you don't chase after me with an axe, please. Which I think hits a really important note. Hey, reviews should just be what you think about a movie. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks.
Absolutely.
And everyone else will hate your review no matter what.
Absolutely.
Always. You always have haters, so just review it honestly. And I like this person's honest. Also, they said I only gave this 4 stars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As if that's bad.
Yeah, 4 stars high.
And then one final review. This does come Letterboxd user Holly. This happened to me the last time I booked a hotel on Trivago.
It's really good.
It's great. It's classic, and I hope that's not true. Yeah, I mean, this movie, one of the greatest of all time. Like movies, one of the best directors of all time, one of the best actors of all time, and for the first time being released on IMAX.
In the greatest format a movie can be released in, IMAX. Oh. I dare you. I dare you.
I mean, you could get like more specific and go like 70 millimeter.
Oh, okay,
IMAX.
okay. Yeah. None of that. Yes.
Yeah, I'll stop there. But that should be reason enough. Go see this movie.
Go see this movie
theaters this weekend.
Yes.
Wherever it may be playing locally
Absolutely.
for you. All right, movie number 2. Resurrection.
Hunter, get excited. We're going international.
Let's go.
We're going to the very small country, very little known, to China. John, not exactly sure how to pronounce it. I'm also sure it's pronounced very differently, depending on the language that you speak. But he is directing this movie.
Yeah.
It is starring a lot of more famous Chinese actors, but Jackson Yi, Shu Qi, Mark Chow, and Li Genzi. It is being called one of the most beautiful movies of the year, visually and story. Going to try to explain what this is and what the plot is, but you're going to be as confused as I am because honestly, it sounds more surreal and dream state than anything else. But we're going to take a try. So the IMDb logline: unfolding over 5 chapters that feature a dazzling array of styles, Resurrection is a cascade of imagery united by luminous mythopoetic conceit in a sci-fi coded world where people have lost the desire to dream in hopes of prolonging life. Rogue phantasmers continue to stoke their imaginations and exist within unreality. What does that mean? I don't know, but it is told in 5 chapters, and we're going to dive deep into a positive review, negative review, and a funny review. But first, tell me
a word from our sponsors. All right. Thank you, sponsors.
Yes. Tell me any thought you have after hearing that synopsis.
I mean, hard to figure out exactly what I'm going to watch when I see this. But I would say I am interested because I love the idea, obviously, of any sort of created world, but this idea of like, what did it say? A sci-fi coded world where people have lost the desire to dream in the hopes of prolonging life. Rogue phantasmers, which I imagine are just dreamers, are trying to stroke their imaginations and exist within unreality. It's fascinating to me.
Yes.
And I love the idea of imagination and dreaming, and people should do that. And so in a world where that doesn't happen, some people are trying to make it happen. That sounds really interesting to me.
Absolutely.
I like that. Just the concept itself. I'm in.
Let's go. All right, so we're going to go into a positive review, and I think this review gives us a little bit more detail, and it's going to make the movie sound absolutely wild and all over the place, but in a good way. So this review comes from IndieWire from Ryan Latanzio. Watching Begon's resurrection is like being trapped in a dream machine that, in one room, plays Twin Peaks: The Return, Episode 3 on a loop, and in the other, plays a marathon of the entire history of cinema, from silent movies to postmodern vampire thrillers. And that's very much a good thing. It is a film David Lynch would be proud of.
Wow.
I personally hate when people use David Lynch's name to try to talk about a movie, because it very rarely is worthy of the David Lynch name being associated with it.
Absolutely.
This, I'm going to let pass for me and actually be happy about it, because it seems like it actually is something that he would be proud of, as me, a close friend of David Lynch.
Right.
Rest in peace. But I think this, from what we've heard so far, it crosses many genres. It obviously deals a lot with dreams. Think if Inception, every single dream world and level that they were on was a vastly different genre. And it kind of is an Inception, but it carries a thematic weight that doesn't change throughout, really. Imagine this, like every single dream that you were thrown into was a completely different movie, but there's a through line that connected.
Yeah.
I think like maybe like Inception
cool.
meets Everything Everywhere All at Once a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if I had to give it a Hollywood combo, that might start to scratch the surface of what this could be. A second positive review is from David Elreich on Letterboxd. Few filmmakers more spectacularly exult in the fact that cinema is still in its infancy. But if you told me this was the last movie anyone would ever make, that would also make perfect sense to me.
Wow. Okay.
I think that's very high praise. Now, there are not all positive things. This negative review comes from Felipe Furtado via Letterboxd. I think this gets at one of the larger positives of the film, which is it looks very beautiful and pleasing, but doesn't go much deeper than that for this person. So some beautiful still images. I can't wait for the inevitable 2043 nationalistic, big budget, Begon genre piece that Western cinephilia will pretend doesn't exist, that I will actually get some enjoyment of. So I think he's saying this will push forward Begon's career, and he's excited for the next one, but this one just doesn't do it for him.
Huh.
Yeah. Any reaction to that negative review?
I mean, again, there's not a lot of substance to that negative review, just being honest.
And I did have to scour to look for a
which is a good thing about this this movie. The positive reviews for sure are very high praise. I know I read a lot of reviews from David Ehrlich often, and I feel like I've read a lot of reviews of his, and I've seen the movie and been like, yeah, I get it. That's what you're saying. And so, obviously very high praise there. So, I mean, great sentiment so far on this film.
And now we're going to end with a funny one. And I think weirdly enough, this gives the most detail. So we're going,
which is what I want in a review. Yeah,
absolutely. So things that are cinema: Y2K Asian baddies, rear projection, pulling a fast one on a mob boss, elaborate torture chambers, Tom Cruise in an interview with a vampire. And this movie has all of them.
Great. Done. I'm sold.
Sold. I think that's
the only review I need.
Yeah, exactly.
I want every movie review to be like this.
Why do you think we ended on it? Most helpful.
Yeah, I need every movie to just be like a bullet point list of what's in this movie.
Exactly.
Y2K Asian baddies, rear projection, playing fast one on mob boss, elaborate torture chambers, and Tom Cruise in Interview with the Vampire.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think this is going to be really original movie. Going to be very confusing at times, probably, but it's going to be above all a spectacle in the cinema, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah,
go see this movie this week. It's not in a lot of theaters. If it is in a theater by you, take advantage.
That's what I was just looking up.
Yeah, it's not in Atlanta.
It's nowhere.
Right now. No, yeah, it's I'm assuming probably the only two places you can watch this is LA and New York. So if you live in LA, New York, go watch this. If you live in Europe, Asia, it's out. Go see it. Yeah, have fun with
I
it.
think actually only LA, not even in New York.
Yep, only LA. Thanks Netflix. Instead of thanks Obama, it's now thanks Netflix.
Right, classic. Hey, we're not gonna get political on here, man. Come on. All right, let's move to the final movie. Ella McKay.
Yes.
This movie comes out also this week on the 12th, directed by James L. Brooks. This movie stars Emma Mackey, Jamie Lee Curtis, Woody Harrelson, Kumail Nanjiani, Ayo Edebiri. We'll talk about this movie in a sec. Any initial thoughts on Ella McKay as a movie coming out?
I think love a lot of the individual performers in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The story, I'd say, will be up some people's alley and will not be up other people's alleys. I'm excited for it, but more excited for The Shining and Resurrection. But I think it will be worth seeing and an enjoyable time in the movie theater.
Yeah, for sure. So I mentioned directed by James L. Brooks. If you're unfamiliar, known for Terms of Endearment, which that movie won 3 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director, and adapted screenplay. As Good as It Gets, Broadcast News. This stars, honestly, some great actors. Obviously, Jamie Lee Curtis. Oscar winner, Jamie Lee Curtis, Woody Harrelson, obviously Woody Harrelson's great in everything. Emma Mackey,
she's awesome.
What else is Emma Mackey in?
Oh,
we're gonna pull this. No, we're gonna pull this up live.
I love it.
Because Emma Mackey's like a name and a face. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know Emma Mackey.
Barbie.
Yep. That's
she's
it.
Death on the Nile, Hot Milk, which came out earlier this year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It looks like she will be in the Narnia movie.
I cannot wait to talk about it. Oh, she's the White Witch.
Oh.
In the is that going to be in Greta Gerwig's Narnia, right?
Greta Gerwig's Narnia.
They're doing The Magician's Nephews, the very first book of that series. That also have Meryl Streep and Daniel Craig.
To be awesome.
What was in that movie? Oh my god, that movie's gonna be nuts. Denise Scow, who was in Andor, who got robbed of Enemy. I think I recognize Emma Mackey from Barbie. That makes the most sense. So great cast. So the official plot description. So set in an unnamed state in 2008. An idealistic 34-year-old lieutenant governor juggles familial issues and a challenging work life while preparing to take over the job. Is this right? Hold on. I don't know if I have this tapped out right.
All good. It's an idealistic young woman juggles her family.
Here, I'll just take it back. I'm going to cut that part out.
Yeah.
I was reading on a different document
all good.
that I think got mixed up. Official plot description. An idealistic young woman juggles her family and work life in a comedy about the people you love and how to survive them.
It's a movie about how complicated family can be, how complicated family relationships can be. I think in this specifically, she deals with a lot of tension with her husband and her father, it seems like from the trailer. While also managing being a very successful young politician.
Yeah. Yes, takes place during the Obama administration.
Wow, did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, second time Obama's come up.
Second time Obama.
Love that. Which we'll get from the first review that we read here. So a couple quick reviews. One positive. This comes from Letterboxd user Cody. Takes place in an overly lit fantasy world set in 2008, only because it would make zero sense in today's political reality. But I was still kind of charmed.
Yeah. I'd say, unfortunately, the early reviews, harder to find positive than negative.
But hey, at least he was kind of charmed.
At least he was kind of charmed. Hey, this movie won't be groundbreaking, it sounds like, but it will be a kind of charming movie to see.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's a charming cast.
It is a very charming cast.
And that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Next review comes from Letterboxd user Rob Povey. For better or worse, this really felt like a studio movie from 25, 30 years ago. Unfortunately, it's not as good as it gets, the film or the expression. Kind of an odd little film. Somehow, both so much happens, and yet nothing happens over its 2-hour runtime. I don't know how else to explain it.
It's interesting.
A lot happens, but also nothing happens. That's actually what people say about this podcast.
Yes, thank you guys.
Appreciate your all your reviews you guys leave on Spotify and YouTube. Yeah, I think probably a charming, fun movie. Probably not going to be a groundbreaker.
Yeah, agreed.
It's probably not going to get some Oscar bids.
Yeah.
If I had to guess. But I think this last review, it gives us really all the info. Again, final review gives us all the info we know.
Give you all you need.
This comes from Letterboxd user Andrew Washington. The Tuesday senior matinee is going to eat this up.
I think, yeah, there's a specific audience that this might have been made for, and it might be the Tuesday matinee.
Yeah. And Mom, if you're listening, go see this movie.
Let's go.
You'll love it. And also, everyone, tune in for our next podcast, the Tuesday Senior Matinee Project.
It's good. That's good.
Thank you. So those are 3 movies coming out this week. I would say most importantly, go see The Shining.
Yes.
If you haven't seen the movie, first of all.
How lucky are you?
Yeah, go see this for the first time in IMAX.
Yeah.
If you have seen the movie, hey, go see it in IMAX. It's going to rock.
Also, it will be your first time in IMAX because it's never been released in IMAX before.
Yeah. But if you want a nice, charming, little fun movie, go see Ellen McKay. And if somehow you're listening and you live in Los Angeles,
go see
go to the one showing on Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
That's the only showing of Resurrection.
So annoying.
You think there's any tickets left?
No.
I bet there is.
Okay.
Because I bet most people are like, I haven't heard of this movie.
That's fair. Well, I also think LA is a city where this movie would thrive. Like
they do love movies. There's some more showings, more than just the first one. But the first one, 7:30 p.m. At the I didn't even see what theater it was. A lot of seats left.
Okay.
On opening night.
Go buy some.
Which means, plenty for y'all.
Yes.
But tune in next week. Next week, we've got just 2 movies we'll talk about, but super excited for. It'll be Is This Thing On? And Avatar, Fire and Ash. And then we'll have one more movie preview episode of this year after that to talk about 3 movies. Of course, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, and Song Sung Blue. Yes. And at the end of the year, we will have our midnight matinee project wrapped.
Something like that.
With a W? Nah. We're not going to wrap anything.
Yeah, the mid-90s, the matinees.
You're thinking of names for awards
Dundies,
to give out? Yeah. No, I got you. Keep working on it. Workshop it.
Yeah.
But again, if you've been listening to us at all, thank you. And if you have an idea of, hey, Hunter and Isaac, this would make your podcast so much better.
Let us know.
Keep it to yourself. I don't know. No, just kidding. Let us know. If you know us, you can just text us, but also email us at themidnightmatineeproject@gmail.com. Now, if your suggestion is to get rid of Isaac,
we've gotten it before.
I've already thought of it, and I can't. And if your suggestion is get rid of Hunter, also can't do that. Gotta have the person. I'm the personality hire.
Of course.
And you're the actual, probably movie guy. I love movies.
Let's go.
But I think you've seen more than I have. You have this year.
Hey, tune in to find out at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, we'll go over our Letterboxd stats.
We'll be going over some Letterboxd stats and.
Which, if you're on Letterboxd, go look at your own Letterboxd stats. Fascinating.
It's incredible. If you're on Letterboxd and don't have Letterboxd Pro, upgrade now.
today.
It is worth it.
Yes. But I think that is all we got. I know we talked a lot about Netflix and Wicked kind of going into this, but we want to finish your strong talk about these movies, and then we'll look ahead to hopefully some exciting things in 2026. But until then, and as always, long live the theatrical release.